Hey, g'day big bikers! What's going on? Well, now that I know that I've got the audio kind of sorted, I'll probably do a little bit more in the helmet stuff because one of the joys of making moto vlogs has actually been able to take you guys along with me and talk to you from inside the helmet. So I'm on the 701 today, a little bit of super motard around town, see if I can do that without losing my licence. For everyone that's paying attention, yes, I'm in Street 1, although I do prefer 2 around town, but I have turned the traction control off just in case I accidentally need to wheelie for safety purposes, of course. I'm actually doing a little bit of housekeeping today. Oh, that was a false neutral. Okay. Alright, so what is the worst thing? That's not a very good picture, is it? Looking at the back of a bus. We'll come back and do this again. Alright, so here's my question. What is the absolute worst thing that can happen to a moto vlogger? The absolute worst thing. Well, I'm going to tell you. They're losing data. So, all of the footage, the hard drive, I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive with all of the footage from my 2-year trip around the country, died. Absolutely just like the hard drive won't be recognised by the computer. So I plug it in, the light comes on the hard drive, and the hard drive spools up. Yeah, nothing. Just doesn't recognise it on the computer. I've tried it on a number of different computers. I've actually had it off to a place to look at already. They've kind of scratched their head. They weren't the right guys. They were doing some other stuff, some other electronic stuff for them, and asked them to have a look at it if they could. They did. They said, yeah, not really our jam, fixing that sort of stuff. So I found a guy who's over in Everton Park in Brisbane, and I'm just going over there to drop this hard drive off, see if we can recover the data. I mean, I suppose the trick is to not tell them how valuable it is. This is all of the footage from my 2020, 2021 and the beginning of 2022 when I was just coming back to Brisbane, and all of the footage from those years of me travelling in the caravan with the bike in the back have gone ski. So I'm not very happy with that, because it is very valuable. Now, having said that, all of the videos that I made through that time are actually saved on YouTube, which is kind of like a good thing. I just find it a really, really good way to store data. Now, a lot of you are going to be freaking out about me lane filtering and not doing it the right way and yada yada. Well, you know, get over it. So that is the worst possible thing that can happen to a moto vlogger, or any videographer of any sort, is just losing their records. So, anyway, I'll drop it off to this guy. All you local fellas will notice them up on Stafford Road, heading up towards South Pine Road in Everton Hills. So I'm going to see if I can get this stuff recovered, and then I'll give you an update on that when I get some feedback. Alright, over and out. It's a KTM 690, but it's a Husqvarna 701. Same. Sorry, what was your name? Peter, sorry. Oh, you just got it written on your shirt. Well, I just thought you might have had Pete's shirt on. You don't mind being on camera? Is that alright? So Pete's going to get my data off my hard drive. 555 data recovery. So, because I've told the boys that's what I'm doing. I've told all the viewers that I'm bringing them down here for you to do. So no pressure. Years of the most valuable data I've got. Alright, so that's Pete. Pete reckons he can recover my data. Thanks, Pete. So hopefully Pete's going to be able to get that data, and he's pretty confident. It's obviously not their first rodeo, so they're going to give that a bit of a bash and see how it goes. This is looking a bit dark. I was going to go for a bit of a ride, but it's looking a bit darker that way. Anyway, Pete's an ex-rider. His wife has basically said no more for him, so he's been a good boy and doesn't ride his motorbike anymore, so he's into other things now. Yeah, so I will hear from them in a few days, and then I'll give you guys a report on whether or not Pete from 555 Data Recovery can get my data or not. And if he does, it's going to be great. I'll be promoting 555, and if he doesn't, I'll be saying 555 can't do data recovery. That's a pretty old hard drive. Been around the country a couple of times, seen quite a bit of action. They're not supposed to be subject to too much vibration. See 555 data recovery on the corner of where are we? South Pine Road and Stafford Road. There we go. That's them there. So, alright, well, the next video will be whether or not I can get the data. Over and out.